All right, Gwen,
Pat.
we're live. We're going to do this again. Switch locations, though. Not in the office. We're going to be on the couch.
Yeah.
And my arms uncrossed
Good job.
to not look like I'm shielding you.
What are we doing?
Race report.
5K race report from
Whatever the sound running meet was called.
the track meet.
The track meet.
Yeah.
Let's just get it out of there. 15:29.
My time.
Was that what you went there thinking you would run?
No. Yeah, I mean, I think I had, I went there thinking I could run faster, but I think, with running, everything is so time focused, and I think that's something I need to kind of get out of my head. I should have just purely raced, and something I really failed at the end was I didn't race for every spot. I got a little discouraged when maybe I shouldn't have, and yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great race, but it's weird. After I had that bad 10K race, I was devastated, super sad. And I didn't cry after this race. And I don't, I almost felt guilty. Do I not care about this? But, I do care about this. And it's just, I think I didn't get upset because I know my training's going well. And that race, I learned from it. And, as well, it's, if you don't cry, you don't waste all that energy. So I just have all this, I can not waste that emotional journey, and I'm able to then refocus into training. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Should I feel guilty for not crying?
No, obviously it was really fun to join you at a race again, and it felt like the old days leading into it, and it was really fun.
No, what does that mean? I got a little intense?
No. Just like you and I at a race together,
Yeah.
and cooking and doing all the stuff for you, and that brought a lot of joy to me personally. And then I think just rewinding and thinking about the last 6 weeks or 2 months that you've had here in Portland, I really think that this is the happiest I've ever seen you in your career, just from an overall joy, and you just have so much passion for what you're doing. And I think that period didn't go unnoticed, and I think that's also why you haven't
broken down
just because I think the momentum is going there, and we talked a lot about okay, well, why did that happen? Why did you have a bad race when we thought you were going to have a way better one? And there's some pieces that you've identified.
Just mental reasons. It's crazy. I'm an Olympic gold medalist, and I think I know how to deal with pressure at the highest level, and I've learned that. But at the same time, I'm human, and I still make mistakes. And learning to run on the track, you're so exposed on the track, and it's so different than running on the roads, which is what I was doing in triathlon. And I've been exposed before in triathlons. I was exposed a lot on the swims, and so it's just kind of, I think, learning how to race on the track, and that's something that I'm really, really inexperienced in.
Yeah. I mean, it was clear. We can see. I mean, they started the race. You went backwards. The race went forwards. You had, we'll just say it, terrible positioning.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're stressed out about it, and you're trying to recover. And there's a lot of variables. And I told somebody earlier. I said, Gwen's toolbox for running. You open the toolbox, and there's a Phillips screwdriver and a hammer, and that's it. And it's you're not a. The fact is you're not a complete athlete with a full toolbox of how to win every single race.
Which is weird because I'm so old. I mean, I turned 35. Am I 35? I'm 35.
35, yeah.
And so you'd think a 35-year-old who's competing as a pro should have all the tools,
yes.
But I'm new to this, so I mean, yeah, I'm learning. But yeah, I mean, I've had so much fun this past month training. Jerry came to one workout, but every workout I've had down here, Shalane's been here, and it's just kind of been me and Shalane, and it's just been fun to see her grow as a coach, and to be able to have that relationship with her has been pretty fun. And then we've had the Bowerman Track Club guys come out and pace, which has been super exciting as well, just to kind of switch it up. But we do now. I have some teammates now, which is kind of fun too. Got some teammates
coming back, yeah. So,
what other questions about the race do you have?
Not so much questions about the race. When are you racing next?
I think, Jerry hasn't given the fully okay, but he had me register for a race. So I think, hopefully that's a full, we're doing it, Portland Track Festival. 5K, which is in less than 2 weeks. It's the 28th, 29th?
Yeah,
29th?
that sounds right, yeah.
Which will be nice, just to be able to sleep in my own bed. It's actually a little bit earlier. It's 7 or 8 instead of 9 or 10. So be able to get an hour extra sleep and not have to travel will be nice.
Yep. Well, I really enjoyed going to that race with you. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
You know, I hope we can do that again. I think there's a lot more races this summer. We're working on some fun little plans for the Olympic trials too that we'll save for another time.
Yeah. It's hard to know what you're gonna like. The trials, Pat's dropping a hint, but just like the weird timing of, you know, we're 2 hours away from Eugene. And so it's this weird, you know, if you have 3 days, is it worth it to drive? It's less than 2 hours, but it's close to 2 hours. Like, is it worth it to drive home and sleep in your bed? And, you know, I want to continue sauna training. So there's all these factors that we're trying to factor in
balance.
And balance in and see, you know, what's the best scenario for me in that race situation when you can go home versus stay there. And yeah, so that'll be interesting.
So I think we'll close up the video.
Short video.
I had a ton of fun with you at that race. What was it? The track meet.
Track meet.
Yep.
You also just had fun because your clients were racing well. I didn't race all that weekend, but Pat, like, every day we were there, he had a client that he was watching race, and everyone did phenomenal, and I was phenomenal. I was like, I'm going to do well, too, because everything Pat's touching is doing well, so I've got to do well.
No, it was a really fun weekend to be back at a race with you. It's in this COVID era. We haven't got to travel a lot.
And thanks to your parents for watching Stanley back here in Portland.
So, I know that we've had a ton of people reach out. How is Gwen? How's she handling that race? And I want to really stress, like, obviously, it's a real bummer that you didn't have a great race.
I mean, I'm not happy with it.
Not,
like, and I'm mad. I'm pissed about it. I don't know if I can say that word, but like, I'm mad about the result, but I'm also just not emotionally upset. I'm just like, all right, it is what it is. It was a data point. Let's move on. Like you said, like, we're heading in the right direction. So it's just not even stressful.
I love you.
Love you too. Sounds weird to say it on a video.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. We have a workout video and some recipe videos coming up. But if there's anything else you want to see, let us know.